I know I sound nasally. I had whatever y'all who be outside, little cold germs, and gave it to my innocent bystanders. So good morning. I'm trying to get used to making videos and things, but to talk about the channel, my goal is just to have a relatable channel where I can give maybe some life hacks and stuff that I've gathered over the years, and to create a comfortable environment. This video, I'm going to wash these dishes. That's why I'm gonna only film whenever I'm in a space to, instead of trying to set up times to film, I'm gonna just start bringing people along on what I'm doing right then. Because other than that, I'm not gonna ever get no videos pumped out. So, all right, today I'm gonna talk about I MISSED VLOGMAS, and I had all the Christmas stuff ready. Y'all, I got boxes and boxes of stuff in there. For Christmas, I had a beautiful Christmas with decorating, and I want to have another video about if you're a single person and you had like experienced like childhood trauma and stuff, where you can still heal and move on with your life and have the Christmases and the holidays that you've always wanted to have. And I'll do another video about that. And so, boxes and boxes of Christmas stuff. I can remember 3 Christmases ago, I didn't ever want to celebrate anymore. You know, I was just over it. And one of the things when I was going through therapy, she said, what is the Christmas that you always ever wanted? I told her it was never about the stuff. It was about the experience. And she said, well, make it. Which then feeds over into the interview I saw, or the podcast I saw yesterday, when Ayana was giving the advice about, so what, you didn't have the childhood you wanted. Go ahead and just, you good now. Go ahead and allow that inner child to have the experience. And so Christmas is that for me. And I went from 3 years ago not wanting to do anything to building upon my Christmas experience to the point where now I have a Christmas wonderland. And no, it wasn't expensive, and no, it's not necessarily the aesthetic of an influencer, but it's special to me. And life is no longer for me about being influenced into a good life as much as just having a good life. And for me, that looks very peaceful. That looks a lot softer. I'm not taking on the world. I'm no longer a martyr, because all martyrs get pew-pew in the movies. Look at any of your old movies that you love about the underdog. As far as martyrdom, like the movie 300, all the things, they don't make it. And when I learned, you know, when I started peeping game, I was like, okay, let me step back from trying to save the world. And also for a person who is the type of, I got to take on all of society to deem yourself worthy and have values, I would tell you to ask yourself, do you kind of think you have a God complex? Whether it be that you gain something internal from it, or there's something that you're teeter-tottering around that you may want to explore. Anyway, that has neither here nor there. Good morning. So I'm going to bust these suds real quick, and then we're going to have conversations. I'm going to show you, oh my gosh, y'all. So I got sick, and I have been sick all week. And so the plan was to take down all the Christmas stuff by this past weekend, which would have been like the January 2nd and 3rd. Y'all, I was down so bad. I had Christmas stuff strewn everywhere because I started taking it down. And I didn't make it. I was so sick. And I have no idea what I had because I was refusing to go to the hospital. I have reasons why. I normally just would have went to urgent care. But the state that I was in and with the condition that I have, and I'll make another video about that, I knew that they were going to admit me regardless. So regardless, you got to go into observation. And I didn't want to spend 2-3 days in the hospital. And I just they were going to see if they were going to send me home to do that anyway. So I was just like, let me thug it out. And eventually my fevers broke yesterday. So thank God, because then I was going to have to go to the hospital if I'm going 3 and 4 days with a fever. So I got Christmas. So when I finally have come to, today is like my first full day on my feet this morning without feeling like a nauseous or a headache. I went in there to see, well, how far did I get with taking the Christmas stuff down, y'all? It doesn't look bad for a viewer, but for somebody like me who is like a perfectionist about stuff like that, I'm just like, Lord have mercy, am I ever gonna get this stuff down? So what I'm gonna do is continue to heal my body I'm gonna wash these just because I want to get the germ. I'm like old school about that, getting the germs about the house, whatever that means. Basically, I just want to clean up, wipe everything down, wipe down handles. I already changed out my toothbrushes and all the things dealing with, like, you know, your mouth. I'm gonna sanitize this kitchen, sanitize the bathroom. So that'll get me to about 8, and then I'm gonna get ready for my morning. I gotta go through all these emails for work, and then I gotta get some information over to my dean for school. So, or at least an update of how I'm gonna attack this month, because I'm a week in arrears because of this sickness, but that's okay. We'll plan accordingly. We'll take a softer approach to maximizing this month. Trying to think of what else. If you're looking for makeup and stuff that only come on days where I'm out and about, I'm approaching this different. I'm not going to accommodate these videos. I want a real life experience, and those who want to roll with me, roll. Like putting on makeup to jump on here for what? It'd be different if I was already at 1 million subscribers and this was I got so many other things going on, and I'm gonna enjoy not having no makeup and stuff on. When I decided to leave out because I gotta go out, you'll see some makeup. And if you want to see some makeup, I went to a doctor's appointment the other day. Go check out my other video. What else? Talk about the Vlogmas. Why didn't I make Vlogmas? For me, I had enough items for Christmas because I worked on Christmas every day leading up to, from the day after Thanksgiving to the day of Christmas. I had enough Christmas DIY to where the goal was to record Vlogmas every day. But I'm gonna be honest, as I got going, I honestly was just enjoying my moment. Like, I wanted to live it. And strapping up a camera and trying to explain my way through and then edit it and voice it over with the idea, and I'm doing this because I just want to leave behind nuggets for individuals who are my age or older, or anybody young who wants nuggets of just life hacks I'm learning as I go. I just wanted to enjoy the moment. I made some wreaths that I was gonna post about, but y'all, once I got going into making the wreaths, I just wanted to make the wreath. I didn't want to capture it and try to explain it to anybody. I was just enjoying. So it wasn't no big reason. I didn't make Vlogmas because I was enjoying my Christmas. You get into the moments and all the things, and and this is gonna sound bad, but it's the truth. It's not bad, like no confidence, but there was such bigger, more produced, higher grade of Christmas videos than I could have pumped out with my cup of tea. You know, I don't have the equipment and things, so I was like, another time. So now that I know that I have enough Christmas items to do a Vlogmas next year, is worth me planning for. Lord's willing, the Lord see fit. So the goal will be next year I'm gonna start Christmas decorating November the 1st because I still didn't finish. This stuff was still in my basement, and I didn't realize I had accumulated that kind of stuff for Christmas, which I'm happy about. It's no clutter and it's no skin off my back. I'm enjoying it. So yeah, so it was a good time. As far as I didn't put any pressure on myself, I didn't sign up to go to a whole bunch of houses or anything. I knew I wanted to be at home. And then I opened up my home to whoever I bought gifts for, you can come get your gifts and see me. I didn't rip and run the streets giving people presents. I decided I knew I wasn't doing anything as far as ripping and running. The high stressors of Christmas. And as far as the family part, I know that was a topic about people who were going no contact, people not showing up for Christmas. Maybe this is advice, because this is what I did, but I didn't go to therapy for my Christmases to be better. I've just acquired tools for life that has now allowed me to have a very peaceful Thanksgiving and Christmas. And I'm going to insert some pictures as I'm talking so you can see. So let's go back to Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving for my family has always been me, the family migrating. My mom makes the decisions on major holidays, period. There has never been let's do something different. It's whatever mom wants to do, let's do it. Typically, I'm sure that's how 99% of families do, is whoever the matriarch is gets the decision making for that. Well, I don't want to do that anymore. It has nothing to do. I'm not mad at anybody. No one did anything to me. I just didn't want to do it anymore. I didn't like the process of waiting on the elders to take until 9 o'clock at night to produce food that to me could have been easily prepped the night before and we wouldn't be in this kerfuffle. And then to expect everybody to fall in line, it just wasn't for me. So I said to myself, I'm good. And I think for Thanksgiving, also a new Thanksgiving tradition started being they wanted to go to Golden Corral. That was definitely off the table for me. The times that I go to Golden Corral, no disrespect, I end up in the bathroom with diarrhea. It is what it is. And I bit the bullet. I haven't been to Golden Corral in years for that reason, because the last time I went for Thanksgiving, I got sick in the bathroom. And it's been years ago, and I just never gone back. It doesn't mean that their food is not good. I don't know what it is for my system. I get sick. And some people say go sit and eat. I said it just looks crazy when I'm sitting there and not eating. All right, I'll eat healthy. Somebody else had a birthday this year. I said, I'm just going to eat a salad and some fruit. I ain't making it up out of there without, to the point where my mom came in the bathroom. I don't know if she stood in there with me because she felt bad. I don't know. I just know I didn't sit right. So when the game plan came down that they're all going to go to Corral, y'all have fun. In the meantime, I still want to have a Thanksgiving. And I think a lot of people would just give up and give in, would have went to Golden Corral, or they would have chucked it up and stayed at home and pouted. I chose none of it because I'm not mad at anybody. Do I wish that there could be a team collaborative effort, like who wants to do what? Absolutely, but I am African American, and that black mama and that black granny, I don't even try to fight the hierarchies that be. I just like, I'll do my thing. And that's where you would have to go into a person who have to go in a healing process with being okay with themselves during those times where society and culture is like, be with your family and friends. I was like, what kind of Thanksgiving Rita do you want? And I promise y'all, I had so much fun learning about recipes, because I ain't never cooked nothing to that caliber. I didn't know what I was doing. And then I had to adapt all of the meals for heart health. And I'll be inserting pictures and things. So I was like, what is this gonna look like if I'm cooking these Southern meals and I'm not using butter and I'm not using milk? And I said, well, Rita, you can do it. Do it. And who is gonna judge you on what you cook yourself? And who even gonna care and know? And then once I have gotten to a place where I can live, because in your mind you be thinking, everybody gonna, once I've got to a place that, for one, I don't care, in a sense that I've never been a cool kid anyway. And I guess I'm finally at an age where it's like, okay, all you can do is distance yourself and ice me out. And then the way I'm set up now, all I'm gonna do is go somewhere and be creative, which is what I did. I went somewhere and was creative. So I cooked, and I'm inserting pictures. I didn't prepare the meat, but I did recook it, because I don't necessarily like how to I don't like nobody's rotisserie chicken. I be needing to put my sauce on it. So I brought it home and broke it down, and I judged it up with seasonings and olive oil, all the things, and it was the best thing I've ever had. It was the rotisserie chicken, and I got mine from Sam's. But I ended up cooking that Thursday morning with very little prep, because I didn't know I was gonna do this. And I want to say the meal itself would have been way under 100, but by me not having adequate pans and stuff, that's what ate me up. So now knowing this year, I'm going to plan to go out little by little throughout the year and purchase the pots and pans that I need to be successful. Now that I know I'm going to keep this up. Because for a single person, just randomly having pots and pans laying around of that size and that caliber, no. And then also what I've learned, if you decide to do a big meal and it's just you can freeze it. And I was worried about that, like, what you gonna do with all leftovers? And that's what's been keeping me bound to not doing a spread. Freeze it. And I ate off of that Thanksgiving meal that month of November, so I didn't have to go back to the grocery store. If I spent $150 total or $200, then that me freezing the stuff became my groceries for the month. It balanced out. So yeah, and so for then Christmas, so So from now on, I'm gonna do a Thanksgiving spread, and then it ended up people migrated to my house anyway. So that's what I was gonna share. Even with me being nervous about, okay, I'm gonna be by myself, I ended up having visitors. So my best friends ended up coming, and then my family left Golden Crown. They all came over here. Everybody took to-go pans, and I ended up only not having to have I feel a little lightheaded. I ended up not having to do very much. I mean, having a lot left over. So yeah, let me go catch my breath.